Hadouken!
And welcome to episode 33 of the Prog.Cast. Okay, I'm back this week. We got your host. We got, I don't know, last week's production was pretty good. It was very unique.
Terrible.
But from an artistic perspective, it was very,
Yes. I am
like
very
stop
artistic.
motion camera almost could have been. I don't know.
That was just me starting the camera.
I thought it was good. I didn't finish the whole thing, but the part I did see was good.
When I got done with it, I considered just deleting it for about 35 seconds.
Really? So, a couple of info and events coming up. We're going to talk about the first one here as soon as I get it up. But anyways, there's this thing called the CFP basketball tournament coming up. It's going to be June 29th. And we'll see if I got a picture I can pull up for you guys. Here it is. This is going to be wonderful. You're going to love this. Here it is. 3 vs 3 progression basketball tournament. We have the last year's champs going on, Brad and Josh.
We're looking for a third.
Looking for a third. It is co-ed teams this year. Could be all dudes, could be all ladies, could be girls and guys, wherever you want to do it.
I think it has to have one
Girl.
opposite sex.
Read the description in the tournament. That's very important before you sign up a team. Okay, clearly did not read the full description here, but we have the finalized date, June 29th. It's not being moved to Saturday at 11. It's $30 per team. That breaks down to $10 a person, exactly what we did the last time we hosted the basketball tournament. Guess where most of that money goes? It goes right into all the beef dogs and what are the cheddar wursts that you can handle. We're going to be grilling out during and after.
If we get like 20 teams, some of that money might go to a new hoop.
Yeah, some of it might. Like we're talking like full glass backboard. Well, we probably don't want to get that fancy, but the fanciest thing we can buy off some kid who doesn't want it anymore.
Oh no, I was at Shields today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're
They
ready.
have some good ones?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Just my primary concern is where do we put them so someone doesn't come and steal it.
Oh, that would get stolen for sure.
Yeah.
All right, this week's monthly challenge. We're almost through March. So you have, 3 days left, Josh, to finish the pull-up challenge? Or is it 4? Does March go to 31st?
Such difficult questions.
They're real questions in the universe. I definitely don't have a piece of technology in front of me that could solve this.
Time is all relative. 3 to 4 days.
Yes, Sunday the 31st.
4 days.
4 days to get it in. Josh, you have a lot turned in?
I have 2 already.
What? So you have time still to finish a lot of these because you can do 2 of those a day?
Yep. You could 2 doses a day.
You could definitely get this finished in time.
The badges are supposed to be arriving today, so I know someone's already been yelling at me for not having them ready when he turned his sheet in, Jim Sorum.
Jim's such a demanding person. But we will have the badges for you. They might be in the mail today. We don't even know. That's all we have coming up. We have Murph coming up. When's Murph? That's Memorial Day. Everybody should know when Memorial Day is off the top of their head. If you don't, it's on your calendar. We'll probably be grilling. We're going to be grilling out for that as well, right, Josh?
That's right, brother.
That's going to be a fantastic afternoon.
27th.
27th of May is Memorial Day. So come on out. It's a great event every year. We always pack the gym for it. And we will have a fantastic Murph Day. Anything to add to that or pretty standard? Probably start running a little bit. We've said that a couple times now.
Start running and do your challenges because they're leading you to Murph.
Yeah, so run, do the challenges.
Monthly
You have
challenges,
plenty of time to be comfortable running a couple miles for Murph. If you have a little bit of a running background or just been doing CrossFit for the past year and a half or longer. Okay, so and start easy. Josh talked about this last week. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. It's nice out. Don't go be like, hey, I'm just going to go for a 2-hour run because that sounds like it would feel good today. It might feel good in the moment. It's not going to feel good when you have plantar fasciitis the first 2 weeks into springtime.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe start with 5 to 10 minutes. Go for 3 runs like that the first week. The next week, if your body's feeling good, maybe you could add a couple more minutes to it. Go for 10 to 15 minutes or somewhere on average of that range for the second week. And then make sure you plan a week where you can recover a little bit, maybe back it back down to 10 minutes. and then finish with the 4th week at about 20 minutes. That's a nice little wave cycle there that you could do on your own and probably have a nice volume addition just to start out your running and be ready for Merv. Okay? Otherwise, stop by, see Josh Grinnell. He has tons of free time to talk to you about running programs and whatnot. He's the guy. We're going to move on to questions and answers now.
I'm so beat down, I don't even respond.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, tons of time. So let's start it up. First up, will the defending champs be on a team for the basketball tournament? We have half of that team here.
So we haven't talked to each other, but we don't
agreed.
Need to.
It's just a felt feeling. There's just a connection. If you would have saw the dominance, they said they'd even practice for it last year. No. They just showed up and they balled up.
Yep.
So that's going to happen. Again, they're looking for a third teammate. If there's any ladies who want to be a part of the championship tradition that there already been established, what was your guys' team? Was it just? Do you remember the team name last year you guys had?
Do we have a name?
I don't know. I thought we did. We had brackets. We had Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes brackets.
I don't know if we had a name or not. It would have been Men Without Chairs. That was my my City League team name, Men Without Chairs. Don't ask me where that came from because I can't remember.
I think I do. We'll talk about it after the broadcast, though. Probably not appropriate on the broadcast.
Yeah, I can't remember where that came from.
I had a great question today from Kelly French. Questions: are the new upcoming classes advertised going to accept club cards and punch cards as well? So this was in reference to core and cardio class that Jenna Martindale is working on. There's also another specialty class coming up as well from Coach Julie. So we have a nice little infographic here that we'd like to spend some time talking on because this is not the only time we've got a question about this. This is in regards to all club programs, what's on the calendar, what can you use your membership for. Let's see if this helps. So let's take a look right here. As you can see above our heads, left column is the classes, the right column is the membership. So let's look at the classes side first. If you look at our normal program that you can find online, we have physical copies at the gym. Remember, new schedule change does go into effect April 1st. We'll touch on that a little bit more maybe after this infographic. Okay, you have your classes as follows. You have CrossFit, Rev, beginners weightlifting, Saturday weightlifting, and yoga. Right now, those are all the things on our schedule, and you have access to those with a 4 times a week CrossFit membership, unlimited CrossFit membership, or on a punch card. Pretty much if you have any of our traditional CrossFit memberships or punch cards, you can attend all the classes on our schedule right now. Let's move on next to our club programs. So we have Competitors Club on Saturday, ran by Coach Jeremy. We have OCR, our Obstacle Course Racing Club, ran by Josh Grinnell. Tony helps out sometimes as well, running Sunday mornings. And we have Rochester Barbell Club Training Hall, which runs Saturday mid-mornings from 10 to noon. So to be able to participate in these, you need a punch card or a monthly club pass. You'll also note that these aren't on our weekly calendars that we print out for you. You might see them on our calendar online because now most of these all these classes require you to check into them. So you would either need a punch card in addition to your weekly CrossFit membership or a monthly club pass. The punch cards have been really popular lately. We used to have a 6-month expiration date on them, but just to make it even more flexible, your punch cards no longer expire. So you could get a 10 punch card and you could literally take the next year to use it. I don't recommend that, but you could do that. You have that flexibility now. So the punch card's a really great way to go if you're looking for the more flexible option and your Sundays or weekend times vary. But if you know you always have Sunday open and you're going to be there routinely, that monthly club pass might make more sense for you. Regardless, talk to myself, Josh, Michael, any of the coaching staff should be able to help you figure out which option is best for you if you're interested in getting on one of those clubs. And again, the big difference here, these aren't classes that necessarily require their own standalone time on the schedule. For example, we used to have weightlifting every single night, and we'd have like 3 people show up to it, and then maybe once in a while on the busy nights, we'd have 8 to 10 people. So it just wasn't a class that merited having it going every single day on our calendar. So by switching, we've left the beginners, we left the Saturday weightlifting, and now I get to do that Sunday training hall for 2 hours. And that's something I like to do because I can go a little bit deeper into the weightlifting processes. I have 2 hours to instruct you instead of 1. And it's an off day that I come in to do it as a coach, just as a side hobby. So it really is something separate from the regularly programmed classes we offer to you. But again, our bread and butter is what you see up in the first corner there: the CrossFit, the Rev, the beginners weightlifting, the Saturday weightlifting, and the yoga. You're getting the best of the best already if you have that 4 times a week CrossFit, the unlimited CrossFit. These clubs are something you want to specialize a little bit more in, like you like going to game day competitions, then you definitely should show up to Coach Jeremy's Competitors Club. And excuse me if that's not the correct name for it, but I know they meet Saturday at 11 a.m. and they work on skills. 10 a.m. They work on skills related to being prepared for competitions like game day. OCR, if you love doing Spartan races, Tough Mudders, you name it, that season is among us now. Okay, there's no better time than to get ready for that immediately. You're going to be going through certain obstacles, whatnot, that are extremely important that you need to be at least practiced or touched on before you go to a race. For example, have you ever thrown a spear? It's going to happen at a Spartan race, right, Josh?
Absolutely.
All right.
RBC. You hit it or you do burpees.
Yeah, you hit it or you do burpees. Josh can help you not do as many burpees at your next Spartan race.
I hit every single spear throw last year.
That's impressive.
Amazing.
That's a big win.
I'll probably miss them all this year.
Yeah. And then the Rochester Barbell Club Training Hall. So what this is really for, it's for people who want to get better at the Olympic lifts, like all the weightlifting classes. But I also provide a unique perspective here. How do you get into local competitive weightlifting? It's really, really fun. All these are like being a part of an intramural sports club, like in college, and I know there's nominal fees to be a part of those as well. So I would think of it more in that light if you're wondering, why do we charge extra for these things? Specialty classes, the last category here we haven't touched on yet. We have core and cardio coming up, butts and guts. Those are our 2 specialty classes we have running right now. I should have included ITP on there as well. I just realized that in our instructor training program that Coach Michael's going to be running. Okay, the core and cardio, the butts and guts, the ITP program. These are all specialty classes that have a one-time fee in most cases. Maybe there'd be a coach who would charge in pieces, but I think for the most part, it's a flat rate for all of these. And then you get, for example, 6 to 8 weeks of a class and a program to attend. Okay, so oftentimes we'll do a specialty class to gauge interest if this is something that we should make into a club. Okay, so core and cardio. Do we get enough turnout at our first 6 weeks of core and cardio? If it's just packed, maybe it's something routinely that Coach Jen is going to want to continue and turn into a club. This will give her a gauge on that. Same with Coach Julie's Butts and Guts. Same with Coach Michael's ITP. All right. It's a one-time 6-week trial to make sure we have people who want to do it. And usually coaches will say, I need a minimum number of people to sign up for this, whether it's 8 to 12 or whatever. That's up to the coach. And then from there, I know I started my Rochester Barbell Club. I know I did a 6-week. Did I do 6 weeks? I know I did a 1-day seminar to gauge interest, a little different than the specialty class itself. But that let me know, okay, there's enough people interested where I could continue on a weekly basis with the training hall. Josh, how did you get into running an OCR club? Do you have a similar kind of thing? You ran specialty classes for OCR,
I
right?
wanted to do OCR stuff, and I knew that CrossFit class wasn't enough to get me ready, and generally speaking, wasn't enough to get me any better than I was, actually, so that was the reason. The other thing with the specialty classes, guys, is there's usually a specific purpose for that short amount of time. We are considering letting people use punch cards for these classes. The problem is that there's really a specific goal for these specialty classes, like the core and cardio and the butts and guts. And if you don't make it to every class or almost every class, you're not going to get that specific result that the class is designed for. So if you go to the butts and guts class and it's punch card based, and at the end of the 6 weeks you go, oh, I didn't get any results, and then you went twice, then yeah, you didn't get any results because you only went twice, which is what sometimes happens with punch cards. So we want full buy-in on those specialty classes, one-time fee, full buy-in, get there, get the results that it's designed for. That's the other reason for it.
Mm-hmm. So again, right now, specialty class, though, you cannot use a punch card. It is a separate one-time fee. All right. Any other questions out there? Do we have anything? We probably don't have any comments today since we're on YouTube. That's all right.
We have 4 people watching. One of them's me, though, so 3.
One of them's me, so 2.
You're watching, too?
Well, I think so. I don't know if it counts me or not.
I wonder who's watching. They should put a post in there in the chat so we know who it is.
Yeah, who is it? Who are you?
Who are you?
That's all right. Well, that's all we have today. Josh, did you have anything you want to touch on before?
I have one more thing.
Let's do it. Take it away, my dude.
I've been working on an app a while for the gym members. It's a very simple app, but it is ready to be beta tested right now by people on Android. So if you have an Android phone, please, and you want to test the app out, send me a PM and I'll shoot you the link.
Again, if you want to test the app, send Josh Cornell a PM and he will send you the link to test it out.
That's all I got.
That's perfect. CFP app possibly coming your way, or definitely coming your way. We're just working out the bugs.
Yes.
Working out bugs. So if you want to be a beta tester, who doesn't like being a beta tester? Message Josh today. Get your name on the list. Only a limited number of people can beta test. I'm just kidding.
It's like 4 people in the gym that use Android, right?
Yeah. Is it only Android?
Right now, yeah. Apple's being a little slow because of two-factor identification, and the app people are in California, and they need it's a process.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to the 33rd edition of the Prog.Cast. We are proud to come to you every Wednesday, even if we didn't have too many viewers this week. We hope you'll come back and be watching this post on YouTube. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.